Shalom. I'd like to say Brakafah Yahweh Bashim Shai, double honors to the elders and apostles of GreatMillStone. Blessings and salutations to elect worldwide, preaching the gospel in spirit and truth, consistently, in a sincere manner, throughout the four corners of the earth. May the Lord have mercy upon the 1/3 of Israel, men, women, and children, destined to repent. May the Lord comfort them. And you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, Hispanics, you guys are the real Israelites of the Bible. And those that are scattered, no matter how you look like, but due to Bible prophecy, the characteristics and identification of the scriptures, the prophecies in the book of Deuteronomy 28, that has prophesied our enslavement and various other curses that are upon our people today. You are the biblical Israelites, man. You are the seed of Israel, and you are God's favorite and only begotten chosen people. And your God's name is Yahweh, whom you should worship through the Son, whose name is Yahweh Shai and not Jesus Christ, who's considered as a so-called black man, according to Revelations 1:13-15. Yeah. As you can see by the title of the video, it says, why didn't Facebook inform users? Kamala Harris confronts Mark Zuckerberg on Facebook's breach. Now, as you can see at the bottom, this is from Dose of Dissonance, and it's about Facebook's data breach. Data being hacked, data being distributed to third parties, data not being secured. Yeah. Yeah, and you need to understand, man, all these social websites, especially Facebook and Twitter and stuff like that, all these datas are being analyzed by governments or CIA agents, man. Yeah. Yeah. So they can properly identify people, because one thing Esau wants to do, he wants to play God, man. Yeah. That's why he's into his satellites and his NASA projects. He wants to invade and take everybody's privacy, man. But yeah, let's just go for it a bit.
I've been here for on and off for the last 4 hours that you've been testifying, and I have to tell you, I'm concerned about how much Facebook values trust and transparency. If we agree that a critical component of a relationship of trust and transparency is we speak truth and we get to the truth. During the course of this hearing, these last...
You see, a lot of these, what should you say, scandals, they may start off in their court systems about talking about the truth. But listen, man, all these politicians and Esau, the so-called white man, who's the devil, the wicked, he's always going to be speaking lies, you know, to get himself out of trouble. And not only that, the system is owned and ruled by the so-called white people. Yeah, and the elites, the Rothschilds, the Illuminati, the people that are in head of the whole world, the head of this whole generation, this whole society. Yeah, whoever they want to fall, they'll make fall, even if it's their own people. Whoever they want to make rise, to be a star or to be popular, they can do that. Whoever they want to kill, they'll kill. Yeah, this is their society.
...4 hours, you've been asked several critical questions for which you don't have answers. And those questions...
You see, now what kind of CEO can't answer questions about his own product, man? You're going to see how stupid he's going to sound. But it's really lies, man.
Have included whether Facebook can track users' browsing activity even after the user has logged off of Facebook, whether Facebook can track your activity across devices even when you aren't logged into Facebook, who is Facebook's biggest competition, whether Facebook may store up to 96 categories of users' information, whether you knew whether Kogan's terms of service, and whether you knew if that Kogan could sell or transfer data. And then another case in point, specifically as it relates to Cambridge Analytica, is, and a concern of mine, is that you, meaning Facebook, and I'm going to assume you personally as CEO, became aware in December of 2015 that Dr. Kogan and Cambridge Analytica misappropriated data from 87 million Facebook users. That's 27 months ago that you became, as Facebook, and perhaps you personally became aware. However, a decision was made not to notify the users. So my question is, did anyone at Facebook have a conversation at the time that you became aware of this breach, and have a conversation wherein the decision was made not to contact the users?
Senator, I don't know if there were any conversations at Facebook overall, because I wasn't in a lot of them, but...
on that subject?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not sure what other people discussed. At the time, in 2015, we heard the report that this developer, Alexander Kogan, had sold data to Cambridge Analytica. That's in violation of our terms.
Correct. And were you a part of a decision? Were you part of a discussion that resulted in a decision not to inform your users?
I don't remember a conversation like that. But the reason why...
Are you aware of anyone in leadership at Facebook who was in a conversation where a decision was made not to inform your users, or do you believe no such conversation ever took place?
I'm not sure whether there was a conversation about that, but I can tell you the thought process at the time of the company, which was that in 2015,
lies,
when we heard about...
man. All chatting shit, man. Yeah, this is Psalms 58:3. The wicked are estranged from the womb. Yeah? They go astray as soon as they be born. Yeah? Go astray means to what? To err. To err. Cause error. Cause confusion. Error. Yeah? They go astray as soon as they be born, speaking lies. That's Esau, man, the wicked, as he's also known as, the seed of evildoers. Yeah? They were a vessel made unto dishonor, as the book of Romans 9 talks about, man. One was made unto honor, one was made to dishonor. Hebrews 12 and 16. Esau, he's a profane person, man. Just full of unrighteousness. He always has to chat shit, always has to lie, man. He's evil, he's a terrible CEO, or he's chatting shit. And you know he's chatting shit. He's a liar, man.
Delete all the data and stop using it, and same with Cambridge Analytica.
And
they told us they
your
had.
testimony in that regard, but I'm talking about notification of the users. And this relates to the issue of transparency and the relationship of trust, informing the user about what you know in terms of how their personal information has been misused. And I'm also concerned that when you personally became aware of this, did you or senior leadership do an inquiry to find out who at Facebook had this information, and did they not have a discussion about whether or not the users should be informed back in December of 2015?
Senator, in retrospect, I think we clearly view it as a mistake that we didn't inform people, and we did that based on false information that we thought that the case was closed and that the data had been deleted.
So there was a decision made on that basis not to inform the users. Is that correct?
That's my understanding, yes.
Okay. And
But I, in retrospect, I think that was a mistake, and knowing what we know now, we should have handled a lot of things here differently.
and I appreciate that point. Do you know when that decision was made not to inform the users?
I don't.
Okay. Last November, the Senate Intelligence Committee held a hearing on social media influence. I was a part of that hearing. I submitted 50 written questions to Facebook and other companies, and the responses that we received were unfortunately evasive, and some were frankly non-responsive. So I'm going to ask the question again here. How much revenue did Facebook earn from the user engagement that resulted from foreign propaganda?
Well, Senator, what we do know is that the IRA, the Internet Research Agency, the Russian firm, ran about $100,000 worth of ads. I can't say that we've identified all of the foreign actors who are involved here, so I can't say that that's all of the money, but that is what we have identified.
Okay, my time is up. I'll submit more questions for the record. Thank you.
I don't get that bit. So they found foreign activity, what, from Russians or whatever. More propaganda, you know, between the Russia and America or whatever. But yeah, man, you can tell. You can tell that this guy's a fucking liar, man. And that's what all Esau does, just tells lies. All these social medias, yeah, everything collects data, they use it for third parties, and they analyze it, man, to further get more understanding and knowledge on every individual on the planet, man. This is just how to put it, gearing closer to the ultimate technology, which is the RFID chip, radio frequency identification, where the technology, the object will be planted in you, resulting to buying or selling and having every form of data and information inside of you. You will be a walking data, a walking computer, a walking currency, a walking walking money, man. Yeah, these are all what these sites are doing, and these sites like Facebook, like Facebook, CIA owns, man. This is Psalms 55:20. He have put forth his hands against such as be at peace with him. He have broken his covenant. So he makes peace with the Esau, the so-called white man, or in this case, Mark Zuckerberg. He made a platform where, quote unquote, he's talking about connecting with people with his social media platform, but really he's using it. The CIA is using it to gather information and to use it for their own purposes. Yeah. And that's why the title was called what? Why didn't Facebook inform users? Meaning what? They broke their covenant. They broke their treaty. That's why it says he have put forth his hands against such as be at peace with him. You know, Esau tells you to sign that contract. Esau tells you to register and log in. Esau tells you to care for the terms and conditions. You might have read through it. The next thing you know, he comes to shoot you in the ass. It's full of fraud. It's not what you thought it was. He have broken his covenant. He broke his pact, man. He lied. He broke the deal. Now your data is being misused and flowing floating somewhere, and someone can gather that. The words of his mouth were smoother than butter, but war was in his heart. His words were softer than oil, yet were they drawn swords. So he's good at doing the lying tactics and playing the victim. And he's good at talking smooth, so he can sell a dream or give you that good false hope, that false advertisement, man. And all of these social media platforms, it's all gearing towards the ultimate technology, which is the RFID chip, man. The ultimate data object implied into your body, man. But yeah, the end is near. The RFID chip is already out, but it's going to be pushed in a massive scale. And eventually it'll be mandatory, or you're going to face the penalties of death, or to be stranded without any source of income, food or water. So with that, I'm going to say shalom.